Namaste dosto, today's topic is deviation settlement mechanism and related matters as per new CERC tariff regulations 2019-24. First of all, objective of this regulation is to maintain grid discipline and grid security for deviation settlement through drawal and injection of electricity by the users of the grid. Now, what is DSM? Deviation settlement mechanism is a regulatory mechanism by which grid stability is achieved by imposing penalty and incentives for overdrawal, overinjection or underdrawal, underinjection from the schedule. It is a frequency linked mechanism. It is not related to any market conditions. For the period up to 31st March 2020, as per regulation, it was that if the sustained deviation from schedule continues in one direction, positive or negative, for 12 time blocks, the regional entity shall correct its position by making the sign of its deviation from schedule changed or by remaining in the range of plus minus 20 megawatt with reference to its schedule at least once, latest by 13th time block, violation of which an additional charge of 10% of the time block will be payable or receivable. Let's take an example. If a plant is given 400 megawatt SG and it is maintaining generation between 380 megawatt and 420 megawatt, then it is okay because it is within the range of plus minus 20 megawatt. But if generation goes below 380 megawatt or above 420 megawatt, then also it is okay and no additional charge will be payable or receivable if it is maintaining its schedule within the range at least once by 13th time block. But if it fails to do so, then an additional charge of 10% will be payable or receivable. But for the period from 1st June 2020, there is a slight change in the regulations. As per new guideline, it is that if the sustained deviation from schedule continues in one direction, positive or negative, for 6 time blocks, the regional entity shall correct its position by making the sign of its deviation from schedule changed or by remaining in the range of plus minus 20 megawatt with reference to its schedule at least once, latest by 7th time block. That means if it is maintaining generation between 380 megawatt and 420 megawatt, then it is okay. But if generation goes below 380 megawatt or above 420 megawatt, then also it is okay and no additional charge will be payable or receivable if it is scheduled within the range at least once by 7th time block, failure of which there will be some violation charges. So the violation charges are from 1st to 5th violation. For each violation, an additional charge at the rate of 3% of daily based DSM charge payable or receivable. And from 6th to 10th violation, for each violation, an additional charge at 5% will be payable or receivable. And from 11th violation and onwards, for each violation, an additional charge at 10% will be payable or receivable. Considering high demand and low demand season. Fixed cost of a thermal generating station shall be computed on annual basis based on the norms specified under these regulations and recovered on monthly basis under capacity charge. The total capacity charge payable for a generating station shall be shared by its beneficiaries as per their respective percentage share or allocation in the capacity of the generating station. The capacity charge shall be recovered under 2 segments of the year, that is high demand season and low demand season. And within each season there is 2 parts of capacity charge. for peak hours and for off-peak hours. High demand season is of 3 months and low demand season is of 9 months. The hours of peak and off-peak periods during a day shall be declared by the concerned RLDC at least a week in advance, provided that RLDC, after duly considering the comments of the concerned stakeholders, shall declare peak hours and high demand season in such a way as to coincide with the majority of the peak hours and high demand season of the region to the maximum extent possible. And provided further that in respect of a generating station having beneficiaries across different regions, the high demand season and the peak hours shall correspond to the high demand season and peak hours of the region in which majority of its beneficiaries in terms of percentage of allocation of share are located. The high demand season and low demand season in a region shall be declared by the concerned RLDC at least 6 months in advance. So the capacity charge for the year equal to sum of capacity charge for 3 months of high demand season plus sum of capacity charge for 9 months of low demand season. And the capacity charge for the month equal to capacity charge for peak hours of the month plus capacity charge for off-peak hours of the month. Peak hours during a day is 4 hours and off-peak hours during a day is 20 hours. So this is all for today guys. See you in next video. Dhanyavad.